Today is the day that you can change your life and our world. You wouldn't be alive unless that was the purpose of your life, was to change the world. That was your reason. Now we each have different roles we were meant to take to be here at this time because the world is moving through a great change, which my guides have called a restructuring. Or you can think of it as the big shift or whatever it might have been for you. And it could have been really challenging and difficult or frightening. But that's because you were asked to become your best self now. And then, as you do that, you live this great life, and we start to see a different world. My role was to bring in information that could allow you to do that. I spent my entire life moving through the changes and the difficulties so that I could give you something so you don't have to do that, and so that you can pass it on to others so they don't have to as well, because that is how we evolve. You could feel that you were chosen for this time, because I know that you were. We may not accept that, but you were chosen to be here to move through this period, and the timing could not have been more perfect. As you examine what's happening in your life or in the world, you'll see that you've been pushed to become more and to move out of your comfort zone and own who you are and really shine. That's why you were born. And I know that it's now because there's perfect timing in the universe. There's perfect organization, and I was given that. I was shown over the last several years, but for 36 years, I've been living it. And when you live it, you start to experience healing. And the more of us who experience healing, then we start to see that in our world, because it's a collective journey. Now, it's going to be different for each of us. I chose a journey that I accepted, obviously, we all did before I was born, and it was a challenging one. But I do know that it was worth it, because now you have something that you can live this life that's going to be of joy, happiness, and self-acceptance, and then we will see more of that in our world. That's why everything is happening the way that it is. And again, it's not accidental, it's perfectly timed. There's organization in the universe, and there's energetic timing. And the energies of our world have moved on this day so that you could take the next step into becoming your authentic self, because that's what we're all looking for. And so I actually put it down several days ago because I received information beforehand. That was other part of my role that I have taken. Now, most of this, people wonder why people aren't seeing many of my YouTube videos, because I was supposed to be hidden until now. It wasn't supposed to be made known. And the same could be true for you. No matter what you're experiencing, this could be that moment that you're meant to awaken. And as you do that, you will see that things start to shift in your life. Things will start to open up. It won't feel as terrible and scary as it has before. That's the journey of your life, and that's your purpose. So as you go to my site, Any Advice for Today, you will see that it's in order. I received the information over time in order. But the main thing that you're going to be dealing with is fear. And that's what was given to us on this particular cycle in many years ago. But as you see on this site, it says, we said you could accomplish the impossible. We may look at our lives or the world and think that things are impossible, and Wilhelm said it is not, because it's been given to us. We said you could accomplish the impossible, but while in physical form, that is challenging for most humans to accept until you see it demonstrated. We will do that today. We have said we provided an ascension guide for you, the individual and your world. We have given it to you through our messenger. He has demonstrated the results. But now you'll see how. In 2008, I will just read the first sentence so you will understand. There is never a justification for your fear. However, there is a purpose. Impossible is a state of being that only exists in your thinking. 2010, everything is always for the best. You can see that all of this is changing your perception about everything over time, and then you start to accept more. 2011, you only have fear when you simultaneously believe in your mortality. We're eternal spiritual souls. 2012, there are no random events that show up in your physical life experience, and they all show up to benefit you in some manner. 2013, yes, you will screw up. And we've all felt that one. 2014, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. 2015, your history is only as important in your current physical life experience as you choose it to be. 2016, you have one goal today, and that is, by the end of the day, to be able to say to yourself, I am able to accomplish that one thing. 2017, there is a very old saying, falling on deaf ears, that can intimate many different things to different people, but for you, it can simply signify something important that offers you understanding and comfort. 2018, your reason is always enough. 2019, the only reason you are having such a difficult time receiving this message is that you didn't believe what you were hearing, which is the point this message was intended to make precisely. 2020, now your life will make sense. In 2021, you have always known your life purpose. 2022, why not you? 2023, you will see yourself in a new light. Then last year, today you will witness a new version of yourself. All of that was given in a sequential way in terms of progression and how we evolve individually and also collectively. I just happened to receive the information that way. But now I'm taking that next step as well, because I'm inviting all of you to come into the work so that we can all move to that next level and become our best self and change the world. We think things are impossible as we might look at them now, but I'm living proof that they are not. And so it just takes our courage to embody ourselves and come out of our comfort zones and start to move forward, which is what I had to do as well. And things have been so challenging recently in many different ways for all of us because it's causing us to move. And that's what we are all doing today. So please look at everything. And as I'm saying, I told everyone they can come into the program. You can do it just by the month, because in a month you'll be changed. And I do guarantee that. You'll know who you are. Or we still today, it's Monday, and so that's special for if you want the entire program, you can get it at 50% off. All of that is still valid. And this was all planned beforehand because there's organization in your life and there's organization in our world. It just depends on if each of us are going to decide to accept what we came to do and start to do it. See you soon.